Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. Today we're taking a look at some Texas history, specifically Sam Houston. Now, Sam Houston is my favorite Texan in the whole world. He is an awesome person, and if you travel around Texas, you can find some places that are specific to him. For example, you can go to Houston and see his equestrian statue there at Herman Park. But the story of Sam Houston really begins in Nacogdoches, Texas, at the Stern Hoya House Museum. If you come here, you can see where he used to share a room with um, the Sterns, who were German Jewish immigrants to the area. And he stayed with them for a while, and as a result, they have a little history museum that has a section about Sam Houston and how he began his Texas journey here in Nacogdoches following the Camino Real de los Tejas. And then another place that celebrates Sam Houston is the Fanthorpe Inn, also in the area, just south of Nacogdoches. Here you can see where supposedly Sam Houston would spend some of his hotel days here at this inn. Now, I forget which room was the one that he was actually sleeping in, so I put all rooms that were there. And then this brings us to the start of the War for Independence against Mexico, and Nacogdoches is a place where Houston went back to since he was really good friends with the Native Americans in order to get a treaty from them. The treaty was mostly for them to not interfere with the war with Mexico. And then the other main event was the runaway scrape of San Felipe de Austin, where they ended up leaving in a hurry to avoid the Mexican troops that were coming. And then we have the Sam Houston Oak, which is here supposedly where Houston rested for a night on their journey from the runaway scrape. And of course, that leads us directly to San Jacinto, where Texas was able to gain their independence from Mexico. We have the San Jacinto Monument to represent that, to celebrate independence from Mexico. And there's a man with his awesome sideburns. But if you can climb up all the way to the top, there's an elevator, of course, but you can see what the whole battlefield looked like, and you can walk around some of the restored grasslands that they have there. Also, they have the marker where Sam Houston was shot in the foot, killing his horse. And here I am trying to recreate that famous painting that you'll see later here at the Capitol. So he eventually became president of Texas twice, and if you come here, you can see some of the way that he is celebrated. There's the Battle of San Jacinto painting, and then my other favorite is Santa Anna surrendering to Sam Houston, and there's Sam Houston on the floor because he got shot in the foot, and there's Santa Anna dressed as a regular soldier. But you come here, you see the statue created by Elizabeth Ney, and you get to see Sam Houston greeting you as you come into the rotunda, and then you go to one of the rooms and you see the flag of San Jacinto and one of his most well-known paintings of him in old age. Also, right across the street is the archives, and they have a statue of Sam Houston. And also on Congress Avenue, you see the statue of Angelina Everly, who was the only person to ever defeat Sam Houston at anything. Sam Houston was trying to take the archives to his hometown of Houston, but Angelina Everly saw that and blew the cannon, and that woke everybody up, and they all decided to defend the archives. So Austin continued to be the capital. Another defeat for Houston was when Texas decided to secede from the Union and join the Confederacy. He wasn't too happy about it. He released his slaves and was pretty much anti Confederacy. So it was nice to know that a hero was always a hero. And then he ended up spending the rest of his days in Huntsville, where you can go see some murals. And there's a Sam Houston Memorial Museum dedicated just to him. And you get to see some of his clothing and some of his artifacts and get to learn a little bit about the history revolving around Sam Houston and what he did. And there's a a diorama of my favorite moment for Sam Houston when he's on the floor. And they have the design that they used to create this huge statue that they have for him there in Huntsville. And the actual historical marker for Sam Houston, which is kind of weird when you find a historical marker just for one person, and for his wife also, who was the first lady of Texas. But we have his first house that they had here in Huntsville. And it's on the National Register of Historic Places. So it's pretty cool to come to this museum area and you get to see a lot of Sam Houston related buildings, like this other one that was one of his businesses. And you get to see what it was like on the inside and his first law office that he used to have here in Huntsville. It's kind of a small little cabin, but I guess it worked and it did what it had to. So you can come here, check it out, see what it looked like, and imagine what life was like back then when some buggy would run into you and you had to go and get a lawyer, and who just happened to be Sam Houston, which is kind of awesome. They also have like other things from him, like a hunting lodge. So as you can see, they pretty much have a lot of houses, including the Steamboat House, which is where he ended up dying in Huntsville. So the Steamboat House looks like a steamboat, so that's why it gets its name. They have brought it here to Huntsville. You can come check it out. You can't really go inside, but you can take a peek and see what it looked like. But it's a pretty cool house. It's pretty unique. I've never seen a house like it, and it's there at the Memorial Museum. And then close to there, they have the Oakwood Cemetery, which is where we have the final resting place of General Sam Houston, President Sam Houston, Senator Sam Houston. Good guy, Sam Houston. So go check it out. Now, during his whole career, part of the reason people did not like Sam Houston is because he was friends with the Cherokee. He was really good friends, and they even gave him a nickname. They called him the Raven. So here at Sam Houston State University, they have a big old raven to celebrate Sam Houston, which is pretty cool. And of course, in Huntsville, you cannot miss the huge, gigantic statue of our main guy, Sam Houston. Look at him. Look how tall he is. I always love stopping here and checking him out. I've been here several times, and each time I just gotta come out of the car, check it out, and go take pictures with him. You can see him along the side of the road, and he pretty much towers over the trees, and those trees are pretty big already, so they have a smaller replica of his head that you can go check out and pretend to enjoy and do fun little things with it. And then over in East Texas, you also have one of the places where he used to work at. And of course, we have our own Sam Houston Presidential Library, which isn't really a presidential library, but it's as close as you're going to get. It contains a whole bunch of Sam Houston documents. You can come here and learn about the area, learn about Sam Houston, and get to see some of this awesome history that this person gave to Texas. I really love that quote about seceding from the Union. Like I said, he was against it, and he ended up suffering for it. You come here, you can come see some of his documents, like I said, and you even get to see his signature. I love his signature. I wish I had a signature like that. Instead, I got some weak little signature that I use that I can sign with in less than 5 seconds. And if you go to Houston, Texas, you can come see some statues that are there next to the highway. I've got Sam Houston and Steve Austin and these other guys. I'm not sure who they are, but anyways, that's Sam Houston here in Texas. Those are the places you can go visit. Go check them out. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.